Blah, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the hottest podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fans, thank you for staying tuned and listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Cha-ching! And today we have a very, very special guest who has so many awards, an actress. She's a dancer. And give it up for Azusena. What's up, girl?
Hi everyone. Hola a todos. ¿Cómo están? Thank you for bringing me on. I love your attitude, by the way. That introduction was amazing.
Thank you, girl. I try, trying to be catchy. You know what I'm saying?
I see. I like it.
Thank you, thank you. So real quick, I want to share a little quick story that happened to me 2 days ago. So I went to my best friend's baby shower. He was actually on my podcast. He's a professional football player. Now he's retired. And I was like, man, this is great. I want to, see my friend. I haven't seen for a minute. And you know me, what I like to do in a party, I like to talk and I like to dance. So you're not gonna believe this, but when I got there, I saw somebody that I haven't seen for maybe 2 or 3 or 4 months ago. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, she never liked me, never did, and probably never will. Um, and I saw her, she saw me. I didn't say hi because I'm like, why am I gonna be fake? If you don't like me, why am I gonna say hi, right? So I'm just doing my thing, turn right, right? So throughout the day, I'm having a good time, taking shots, doing everything. At the end of the night, my guy's like, hey, let's go bowling. I'm like, yes, we're going bowling. Let's go. I haven't bowled for a minute. Take that, I've been practicing with my right hand. So let's go. So we go there. And it's actually downstairs. It's out Sound Point Casino. So we literally just had to go downstairs because he had a suite for his birthday. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. I'm saying those are nice. I don't know if you had, being in the suite, you're like,
Yeah.
you got a lot of space. You know what I'm saying? So I get there, right? I get to the bowling and I'm eating my nachos because I get hungry. Even just walking like down the block, I gotta eat. So I got my nachos and I start eating them. And my best friend's making fun of me, Chris. He's like, man, do you eating it kind of weird? Because I don't know, y'all, when I eat my nachos, man, I like to take my time.
Did
So I
you
was
just say you were eating it weird? What? Who says that?
no,
Don't
because
judge how a person eats.
yeah, but he was making fun of me. He's like, bro, you look like you making love to that nacho. I'm like, nah, bro, I take my time. I'm
That's a good thing.
grateful.
Then. If you were making love to the nacho, you're passionate, you're a foodie.
Oh man, no, but for real, with the way I eat it, I was like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like real slow. It was. I was laughing, and then you're not gonna believe it. The girl that I did not like, who actually didn't like me, probably nobody. She came to sat right next to me, and she's like, I think somewhere. I'm like, yeah, and everybody was like all circle around me. I'm like, yeah, you do know me. We used to work together, and you never liked me. Straight up, I said that. She's like, for real? Yeah, I was straight up. I don't play games.
You probably just thought she didn't like you.
Right. And she's like,
Oh.
but look at her answer. She's like, I don't really remember that. I said, yeah, because every time I walked in the room in the office, you always ran away. Like if I was a bad guy, and then I hear everybody telling me you talking smack about me. So I mean, that's sad that I had to witness it. And she's like, um, we only worked a week together. Now we worked 2 months together. That's the sad part. Kept going. And then she was like, I've been single for 5 years. By the way, I was like, I don't really care. I'm just trying to eat my nacho and I'm trying to move, like show my body language.
That's what happened. When you're little, when you're in school and they're talking smack and they actually have a crush on you. That's what was going on right there. Is that what was going on?
I don't know, man. Like, here's the thing. So I feed off people's energy, right? And I right away, at the job when I started that place, everybody was real cool. I was a new guy. I'm not gonna lie, I was a new kid on the block. But every time I try to ask a question, right? Because I'm new, I will ask her a question because she usually mostly there, right? And it's normal to ask a question. But every time I ask, she'd be like, like she give me an attitude, like, And I'm like, girl, I'm just trying to ask so I don't make a mistake. I'm still
Bad
new.
day. Maybe it was just a bad day for her.
I don't know because
Not
every
about you.
girl, it was a bad day then every day because I was getting the same. And I told everybody, I was like, I can now. I don't know why I haven't done anything, and everybody loves me. They're like, man, David, you funny, bro. You cool. You know what I'm saying? And I don't tell them like my coworkers, like my personal life. Like I keep it separate. I'm sorry, my mic was about to fly out. So that's me. But like I'm very honest. So like if I meet somebody for the first time, be authentic as I can. And if we have past history, right? Like we're not really cool with each other. I'm not gonna pretend to put a smile like ding. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, skirt, let me walk around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, oh, give me a hug for being bogus to me, never paying me back $1,000. I'm not gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, and it's just kind of interesting. Like people change. I do think she changed, but for the better. I don't know what she did or what happened. So what I'm saying, yeah, it happened, but yeah, that's how I am up
You're
there.
going through something, maybe a breakup. Unless you dig deep, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. See, I knew she was smart. You see what I'm saying? I knew she was smart. So, anyways, guys, welcome. We're gonna get to the main topic of today. Susana, I want to ask you, girl, because you are actually my first actress to be on this
Am
podcast.
I? That's super cool. I feel special now.
You are. The questions for my fans to get to know you is more like, what's your background, like your hobbies, where you grew up in, yeah. If you could, where you want to start, girl, just spill the beans.
Well, I guess I'll start from the beginning. I was born in San Luis Obispo, California. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I've never, girl. That's
In between LA and San Francisco, but I only lived there till I was 4 years old. And then my parents, since we had family in Vegas and there was a lot of work, in the casinos, we moved there. So I was raised in Vegas. I was there forever. And I went to high school over there. I went to a school called Las Vegas Academy. It was for theater. I was a theater major. And some of my hobbies, like I'm an outdoor person. I love hiking. I love kayaking, anything that has to do with that. I also really got into investments for a while. That's one of the things that kind of distracted me from my acting. Like I got really deep into investments, into mostly stocks, buying stocks. I always wanted to learn about it, and I started working with this company where I learned a lot, and I got into it. And then I also started learning a little bit about cryptocurrency. So that was cool. So yeah, those are some of my hobbies. Oh, another thing, I'm a vegan foodie. Just like
Ooh.
you're a foodie, I'm a vegan foodie. So I love doing that. I used to do videos where I would go out and like interview chefs. Like uh, the vegan scene was growing a lot in Las Vegas. So I was going to like different restaurants and like trying out the foods and talking about them and doing videos. I did that for a little bit. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah.
Wow. Now, quick question, because you did talk about vegan food. Have you ever tried winking?
I have, and I did a video about it. Yeah,
You
you can
did?
find it on my YouTube. Yeah.
No way. I gotta check it out, girl, because that's one of my favorite spots to eat wings.
Yeah, I did try it out. It was it's really good. It's really really good. It was really expensive though. I remember that we paid for like how much? I don't remember. I think it was like $60 just for a couple, like maybe 1 dozen wings or like two. I don't remember. I mean, it was a long time ago, but I have it in my video on my YouTube channel. I actually don't know if it's still up there, but yeah, it was really good and it was cool. It was a cool experience. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you don't. There's not a lot of places that make, obviously vegan wings, so they're one of the few.
Right, right. That's true.
Yeah.
And do you like it with CBD oil or without it? Because that's what they're known for. They be doing doo, doo,
No, I
doo.
don't think we had any CBD oil on it at all.
At that time.
I've actually never had any. I've never tried food with CBD oil on it.
Wow. Because
Does it
baby,
actually have an effect, or is
yeah,
it just
girl.
like for healthiness? It's
Well,
to get you high.
well, you walk out. I don't know if you know this, but people walk out smiling for some reason. They're like, ding, they're just smiling.
I've never tried it. No, I did no. We just went for the vegan wing. We weren't in the mood for CBD. No, I was with my sister and my sister-in-law. So yeah, maybe
Okay.
next time.
Yeah, next episode. but that's amazing, girl. And what why did you stop? Like if you were doing the videos for the, for food and what's it called, vegan,
Yeah,
what made
that's
you stop?
that's a good question. You know what? I was doing videos, I was putting out content out there, and then I got a job doing it because I was putting out so much content. I got hired at this place where they were putting out content for different companies. And I think because of that, I just got kind of busy and I stopped, creating my own content because I was, so busy getting paid to create content, which is really amazing. I was like, wow, it's what I wanted to do at that time. So I got the opportunity to do that. And but it's something I'd like to do again now that, especially now that I live in LA. There's so many cool spots out here, and I would love to do it again. I've
That's
been
what's
thinking about it.
damn, girl. Well, you again. I could recommend some places too. I ain't gonna lie. But what's really interesting is that for those who don't know, my fans out there, I actually met Azusena at in Vegas. She was living in Vegas at the time. So just to hear that she's in LA now, that's how you know she's moving up. She's making big moves, and because that's where all the Hollywood stars be living in. So we got a Hollywood star right here. But I think it's just amazing that you in LA. That's like a whole nother city, and
Yeah,
you like the pace of LA.
I do. My commute to work right now, because I do have like a regular day job, is about an hour.
Ooh, girl.
But it's not because I'm stuck in traffic or anything like that. It's just because it's kind of far. It's kind of far distance, but I don't mind it. I mean, I love the weather here. I've always wanted to live here since I was little. When I was little, my parents would always bring me to LA. We would used to go downtown shopping, and I just always loved it here. So I'm pretty happy. Yeah.
Wow, that's good, girl. Well, congratulations, you made it to the a big. You're right there, LA.
Yeah.
Um, but that's dope, girl. Now, I do want to ask you something. So I did see one of your posts on IG where you actually had you won an award at the Nevada Festival for Film.
I did. That was so unexpected. I have to thank my friend Steve Delgado for this. Steve, if you get to watch this, thank you so much. You know how much I appreciate you and I love you. But my friend Steve was putting together some projects. He wrote them. He got the crew to like film it, and it was just supposed to be to add it to our demo reels. When you're an actor, you have to have your demo reel to show your work that you have done. But the projects ended up being like, they were short films, but they ended up being long enough to where like you could submit them to short film festivals. And so he did. And I would have never in a million years expected that I would have won Best Actress. But one day he shows up at my work because he lives where I was working in Vegas. He lives like 15 minutes away. He shows up at my work. And I'm like, what are you doing here? And he shows me his phone and it said winner of Best Actress, Azusena Saray. And I was like, oh, I was ecstatic. And that was like 2 weeks before I moved to LA. So, imagine to hear that news, like, it's just like, you feel like, oh my God, like I actually have potential. Like, thank you, Lord. It was exciting. And I ended up winning 2 Best Actress awards for both of the films that we did. One was called Tina and the other one was called Lookout. One was a comedy and one was a drama.
Dang.
So yeah. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic and everything, we didn't get to go to the actual festivals. But we went out, which is probably what you saw. Yeah, those pictures that Steve posted and I shared them. We went out to the strip and we took pictures with our little trophies and stuff like that. So yeah, it was exciting.
That's amazing, girl. Congratulations. That's some big news.
It is. And I hope to submit for a lot more festivals, hopefully, in the future.
There you go. There you go. What's your like long term goal, like for you being an actress? What do you see yourself doing?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm not like most people. I'm not trying to be famous and like, trying to be so huge. I don't want to raise my expectations that high. I'm not crazy like that, but I just want to do gigs, honestly. Like I've done some fun gigs in Vegas before. I've done commercials, like Spanish commercials where they've aired on Telemundo and Univision. And I just want to like challenge myself more. I want to get some fun projects where I can have, you know, just have fun, experience life, meet people. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I want to be famous. I just want to enjoy what I do, which is acting. It's my therapy. So that's what I'm here for.
That's
Get
what's.
paid to do what I love to do.
Oh, that. There's a lot of jobs that people do and they're not happy,
A lot, too many, unfortunately.
right? And you
Yeah.
could kind of see, like, I went to I think Walmart, Subway, I forgot where. And I told the person I want a good, tuna sandwich. And she came out and she already told me while she was making it, I'm having a bad day. And that sandwich came out bad. It was actually a bologna sandwich. I didn't have the rice
Yeah,
sandwich.
she said she was having a bad day.
Yeah, she told me that. And I was
Oh
like,
my
why?
God, some crazy stuff happens to you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
These stories.
That sandwich was so bad. I was like so sad. I was like, why did I pay for a really bad sandwich?
I think because your personality, like you're so outgoing, people aren't afraid to tell you these things. So they're like, they'll just be straight out and say
Right?
this and that and this and that.
Right, that's true. Yeah, yeah. It's sad. It was a sad time, but for real, like I think, us, being different, I think we definitely gotta get ourselves out there. Everybody have their own dreams. And I think it's amazing that you're still doing acting. For me, I'm gonna be honest. Back in the days, I uh, I wanted to do acting. I'm not gonna lie. My mom was not really for it. She was like, "Oh hell," no." She's like, "Oh, I." And so when I got there, I was like, "Yo, I'm in trouble." And I was like, "Mom, but you understand, Mom, I can act." And she's like, "Nah, you can't." She's like, "Nah, you're not gonna make money." Here's the funny thing: my mom, when she was a kid, she actually wanted to be an actress growing up.
Oh, okay.
My mom is very good at sharing stories. She had one time we had a big event where we raised over, I forgot how much money we raised, but my mom was the host. And we rented a whole Guatemalan restaurant. You could fit actually almost like 300 people.
Mhm.
And we raised so much to basically send the body from Chicago to Guatemala, which is so expensive. We're talking like a lot of money because that's where all the families at. He was alone in Chicago.
Yeah.
And my mom, she was just sharing stories. Like she was on the mic and she was just making people laugh. And she was just sharing like everything that was like in her past, and then she was talking about now, and like, oh look, let me tell you what happened when I had my date, and then my mom was going at it, and the event happened for like a good like 2.5 hours. Then we had DJ, and my aunt and all my family, they're like, yo, David has that where my mom is named Mighty. What Mighty has. But Mighty doesn't believe that David has that gene in him. So check this out. Your boy had to defend his case. So I told my mom one time, I said, Mom, you don't understand, but she's like, you're not funny. Straight up, she'll tell me, you're not funny. I was like, nah, Mom, I'm funny.
Oh, sweet.
No, for real. And sir, so you know what I did? One time I already graduated from college, right? And I was applying for different auditions outside. There's like this very famous company called Red Moon. They're a big acting company, and I applied there. I met the head director of that place, and I didn't get it. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna give up. Now watch this. I happened to bump into somebody that I knew for a couple of years. He was actually a director of this upcoming theater, a play that was going to come out in Chicago, pretty big in at Portage Park, which is in Chicago. And the theater was called Filament Theater. And I told him, look, I'm trying to actually get myself out there. I want to do acting. And he goes, Dave, I already know you're funny. You know what? I'm looking for somebody to play two roles, and you got it. He said, "Can you come next Wednesday?" What? I said, "What?" It's right. So I was like, "Yo, this is a blessing." So I was so excited. I didn't know what to do. I had the script. I was like, "Yo, this is real." So I'm gonna surprise my mama. You know what I'm saying? And the theater is literally 3 blocks away from my crib and where I was living with my mom at the time. And so I was like, yo, this is the perfect. So I told my mom, dress up, invite the whole family because I got the free tickets. Because you know I'm the one of the main stars. Mom, get all the tickets. Get ready. She didn't know where she was going. I took my big old SUV, picked them up, and then we parked. We get to the spot, and you're not gonna believe this. I come in, right? The lights is shining. I see, I come in and I know how to project my voice like loud. There was a full crowd and
Mhm.
everybody was laughing. Like I had a funny scene. And I was playing two roles. Like I said, one, I was a smoking pothead security guard. And the second, I was like one of the paramedics who had to save like somebody from fainting. And I did a that was like a serious part over there. But when I did the security pothead, everybody was laughing, like laughing. Like I felt the energy of the whole crowd. The director comes out, pulls me to the side. He's like, David, I don't know what you did. I did you do that because I could see you a little improv a little bit at the a little bit in the script, but I loved it. I want you to keep it and do it for next week. I said, I would do it, definitely for sure. The play was supposed to go for like I think 1 month and a half. It actually stayed for 3.5 months
Wow.
because we did
That's
so
great.
great.
That's the best.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. So my mom came, she saw the whole play, and she's like, David, your part was my favorite part in the whole show. That made my day. I said, see, mom, I told you I'm not lying. I'm funny because of you. I got your genes, so it's just stuck in me. I'm just trying to
All
release
the
it.
proof you needed.
That's it. All I needed was that.
It.
So it's just so funny because now that I'm older now, and my mom lives in Chicago still, and I fly like twice a month. When I see her, like I'll come up with a new stand up, and she goes, "I think that was funny, but you can add this," and she'll be straight up. I was like, "Damn, my mom, what's up?" I said, "No more. You're not funny." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love that. I feel like sometimes you just need that support. And crazy thing, not to, because this is new for you and for my fans out there too. What I just shared. Also too, this is interesting. I'll share you the link. Me and my best friend actually started one of the first YouTube sitcoms in Chicago. We had over 48 videos. I think like 15 or 16 episodes, 2 seasons, but there's a lot of videos that we recorded. And the crazy part is that when no one believed we couldn't do it, like we had to buy our own camera, our own boom mic, everything, like a real production. I had 15 about 15. I didn't have to pay them. Every time we film a restaurant, a club, or a tattoo shop, or any big studios, technically they're supposed to charge us a lot of money. Because I'm good at persuading with my words, I could film for 6 hours. You know what I mean? I got that Rico Suave. You know what I'm saying? I convinced them that this was my best pickup line. And this is for young people to take notes. So when I went there, if I was meeting the owner, I would bring like a big binder, I get dressed up so they know they're taking me serious. And I'll tell them straight up, I'm like, I want to film at your place because I love it. And I want to do a show here, like an episode, like a really short scene. And I told him what's it about. And here's the best part. At the end of the episode, I'll put the name of the restaurant or the place, the address, and that's pretty much like a free commercial for you if you think
Yeah,
about
you if when you're giving them exposure, that's so much. Yeah.
it, right?
They shouldn't have to like charge you or anything like that. Al contrario, they should be, paying you.
Right? No, it's true. It's true. So we'll film it for like 6 hours there, and they didn't pay me. and we did so many scenes like crazy. We did so many. And the crazy part, and it's called, for those who don't know, it's called Take One, Pass It Back. It's number one YouTube. If you still type it up, it's the first 10 videos that pop up because it's the only show that actually came out that it had a lot of episodes. The crazy thing when I did this with the same cast, we worked together for 5.5 and crazy part. And we eventually, YouTube actually started their first YouTube Red, which is a sitcom for all YouTubers that they do now, and you have to pay to get subscribed to it. And you watch actually a sitcoms from like it's just different. There's drama, there's comedy, everything. But we did it before they started it. That's the crazy part because we did all ours on YouTube.
That's definitely something to be proud of.
Thank you,
And
thank you.
hey, it's never too late. If you want to, keep doing comedy, you should, keep doing it.
That's
Get some
true.
more, do some more stuff, like, in Vegas. Get out there.
Yeah.
I think they were having, of course, before the pandemic, they were having some comedy stuff that I had seen on Facebook or something. I'm part of those Facebook groups for acting, so you should get with those, and they have some comedy stuff in there too. So don't give up, and you're still young.
Yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my
You
head.
have the talent, you have what it takes. Mostly in this is just about not giving up. And especially with acting, you can do it until you're like way older. I have friends in their 50s, 60s who are still doing it, and they get some pretty cool gigs. Yeah.
You
With
might have.
acting forever.
Thank you, thank you. You might have to send me that link, like with the group. You said that you know how
Yeah,
the
of course.
that.
Yeah, comedy's not my strength, so I'm not really into comedy. I was actually kind of surprised. So when I won that, the best actress award in a comedy, I was like, I'm not that funny. Like, and I don't have that much experience in it. I'm more on the drama side because, I'm Hispanic and I was raised watching the soap operas and novelas. And that's how I kind of started falling in love with acting. So yeah, on the drama side.
eh,
It's getting,
What you said?
no, I'm like, it's getting dark in here. Like the lighting, there we go. That
Yeah.
looks
Now you're back. Welcome back, girl. Welcome back.
going everywhere in LA here. It's like the sun's going everywhere. It's like cloudy and then super sunny, like, every hour.
Right, right. Oh man. Well, real quick, I want to ask you something because this is very cool that you actually got to do a film with Danny Trejo, like which is the biggest thing ever. I need you to tell us first, like, what's that movie about and how did that happen? Because that's crazy. That's mind blowing.
That is crazy. So for those of you who don't know who Danny Trejo is, he's better known as Machete. He does a lot of movies, but that opportunity, it was very special because it's one of those where you just happen to be at the right place at the right time. So I believe that one of my teachers, it was one of my acting teachers who referred me to it. And then, one day I was just at work and I got this call from the director. His name is Raja Collins. And he was all like, hey, we need an actress. I'm going to send you the script. Can you do a video and submit it by tonight or tomorrow morning? Which is usually what you have to do nowadays. You have to submit videos. And then I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So when I got this script, I was like, what is this? So I was supposed to play a butch lesbian. And I was like, how am I going to play a butch lesbian? Like, I am as girly as they come. But I was like, I can do this because they needed a Hispanic like me. It's American Sicario. It's about a mafia, of course. The guy's name is, it's based on a true story. His name is La Barbie. He's like this half white, half Mexican, like super powerful guy in the mafia. I don't want to give away too much from the story. You have to see it when it comes out. But yes, so I ended up doing the audition video that night. It didn't take me too many takes. I probably did like under 10 and, and I felt like I felt confident about it. I was like, okay, yeah, I could play a butch, whatever. And I did the whole thing, I did the wardrobe, the makeup, the hair, like total butch. Sent it out, got a call. They were like, yeah, you can do it. They were like, you're in. And I was like, whoa. So it was, I would just happen to be at the right place at the right time. I was playing the sister of one of the main characters. So they needed somebody, you know, like me, like a morena girl. And it was a cool experience. It was nerve wracking, but it was really cool. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the final product.
Dang.
And also, my
So,
friend who helped me with the short films, Steve Delgado, he also got cast in it. He's in it as well because he was, you know, we're kind of like the Hispanic known actors in Vegas because we took classes with, you know, the popular teachers there, and it's all about networking in this business. Like if you're getting yourself out there, you're taking classes, you're meeting, you know, other actors. It's all about who knows who, and like we got referred to that. We didn't, you know, we were known, so we got referred to it and we got the roles.
wow, amazing. And you know, like I'm really curious. Is there any like acting classes that you know like in Vegas? Because thing is, Chicago, we have Second City, which is one of the biggest one in Chicago. That's where Craig Robinson came from The Office. Not a big comedian, Steve Carell, you know, big people. So I want to know, do you know any like if there's any comedies? I mean, not comedy, acting classes in Vegas. That's one thing I was trying to look, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a lot, to be honest with you. It has grown a little bit, but I was taking classes with Paul at that time, and he's still doing classes. But there was a couple, just a couple, maybe like two or three popular acting teachers at the time. I mean, yeah, I can send you the information. His name was Paul. He's still teaching, and you know, he knows a lot of the people in the industry. So, yeah, there is some. If you join the Facebook groups, you can find
Okay.
them there as well. There, I think there was another one that was popular, but he ended up moving because it's still kind of like a small scene. It hasn't grown that big in Vegas. But yeah, there is.
That's crazy. That's great. Well, we need to bring that bigger because I feel like everybody's trying to move to Vegas.
The city has grown so much, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be like another LA soon.
That's what we need, girl. More people, more pop.
10 more years.
Like
10 more years.
right. Well, for me, like I'm trying to. One of my biggest thing I'm trying to bring to Vegas that I feel like Vegas is missing is cumbia, and I call it the social distancing dance.
I love cumbia so much. I'm so glad that you said that because one of the other things that I'm excited about here in LA is going out salsa dancing and finding like, you know, big cumbia. Even like I don't know if you know like quebradita or like I don't know if you know any of those styles,
Yeah, yeah,
different styles of dance. I want to find those. Like I have to go and explore still. So
right. But you see what I mean? Like cumbia is not really that big in Vegas. It's not like it's mostly like bachata. That's for that have salsa. You're gonna have all that. But the thing is, I get kind of like for me, maybe because us were, you know, I don't know if I'm writing this part, but you're Mexican too, right? También.
yeah.
So you and I, we already had a connection with Selena. Like that's my girl. Like you know what I'm saying. So for me in Chicago, big cumbia. Like you could go any place at the club, they're gonna play it, and they don't play games. Like they actually play more cumbia and bachata than salsa. It's not really big. Salsa is big, don't get me wrong, but it's not
Mhm.
like poppy. You know what I'm saying? So only if you go to a Puerto Rican party or like you know what I'm saying, you ended up in a barbecue, but definitely you don't have it. But not the same, and that's why I say it's the social distancing dance. That's what I put on TikTok because when you dance close up like bachata, you don't have to be kind of like you know front and back. It's mostly like, man, girl, I'm gonna do my thing, keep you to the side, and then I'm gonna turn you, so I need space to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? And I liked it because at that time, I used to. I don't know if I told you this, but I used to teach at Nabua Dance Studio.
Oh, No, I didn't know that.
I taught
I was
for
gonna say that's where we met, but no, we met at the other place. That's where I saw you that not too long ago, Naiboa. I was
yeah,
at the
yeah.
Naiboa social.
Right, right. I saw you right there with your best friend. She was there too. So yeah, I used to teach there and I loved it. I think it was a really great experience. I'm never like for me, I love teaching. I actually rather teach than sometimes than show it because I feel like I'm building a community and disciples. That's how I look at it.
I'm not a good teacher. I think I would suck at teaching. Yeah, I'm
But
not.
but you could dance. That's a fact. You could dance because I seen you, girl. You be like that.
What? That, yeah, okay, like it's in my blood. I can't deny it. And it's funny that you say that because I actually really suck at like choreo dancing, like if it's like choreographed, like I'm saying like hip hop or jazz, like regular dancing, when you take classes. But when it comes to like social dancing, like I enjoy it so much and I feel like it's really in my blood. Like I can really like improvise some cool stuff and yeah, I can be good at it. Thank you.
No, no, I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. I wish I was lying, but but I'm being true. I'm being true. Now, last thing you wanted to tell me something about what happened. I think last week.
Oh my God. I almost forgot about that. Okay, so I felt so bad because I ditched you last time that we were supposed to have the podcast. But as I told you, I'm a vegan foodie. And I've been following this guy from San Francisco who he makes vegan carne asada, chicken, all that, like authentic Mexican food. And I've been following him for like 3 years. And I said, when I moved to LA, because he comes down to LA sometimes to like sell his food. I said, when I move to LA, I'm going to go eat his food. I have to try it. So it just so happened that, that one day that we were scheduled to do the podcast, he was here in town. And the event started from like 2, it was from like 2 to 7. And I got there as early as I could. I was like, oh, if I get there by 2, I'll be back on time for the podcast. I said, if anything, I'll be in line for an hour. But guess what? No, that's not how things work out. So I was in line from like 2 to almost 6 to get some vegan tacos. I
Wow.
had never in my life been in line for anything. You know how like they have Black Friday or like when the iPod comes out. I've never done anything like that. Pero I didn't want to give up. I was like, I'm in line already and I've been wanting to try these tacos for like 3 years and I'm here and I might as well just stick it out. And then he actually ended up running out of like most of his tacos. And then he came out of the line and he was like, I was like, there was like 5 people in front of me. And he was like, I'm out, I just ran out. And I was like, are you serious? Like I've been here in line for like 3 hours and you run out of tacos. And I was like, it's okay. Next time. I tried. I'll try again. So I was leaving and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna get a Jamaica because they were selling Jamaicas and they looked bomb. I was like, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get a Jamaica. So I went back, I went in there. And he comes out with all these like, little trays of tacos. And he was like, you were in line, you didn't get any tacos? And I was like, yes. And he gives me 2 tacos. And I was like a little kid, like so excited, like, yes, I'm so happy. And dude, they were bomb. They were really good. The thing about vegan food is that it's really hard to imitate like meats. And
Yeah.
one of the hardest things is the texture. And the texture of these, I think they were the carne asada ones because, he had run out of the other ones. It was like really firm. Usually they're like soggy. Like when you get like vegan tacos, like the meat is like soggy or whatever. It was really firm and it was seasoned like amazingly. So I was really happy I stuck it out and I got to try them.
Damn,
And I
girl.
apologize again for ditching you for vegan tacos.
Oh man, I hope they were worth it, but they were. They were. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, what made you start being a vegan? Like, did something in
Um,
you?
So I always kind of knew I would end up being a vegan because I love animals so much. And then, when you look at how like I've watched a lot of documentaries on like how you look at the modern process, it's just so different from like, how it used to be. The modern process, there's a lot of suffering and a lot of like chemicals, injected stuff, that they put into the animals and things like that. It's just, I just don't want to be a part of it. And, like it's bad for the environment and things like that. So it's good for your health, if you're eating more plants. So, yeah, I ended up switching. I went vegetarian when I was like 15, and I was vegetarian for like 7 years. Then I started eating meat again because I got into bikini competitions, and I was told like, oh, you can't do it on a vegetarian diet. So I started eating meat again, but I realized like I didn't, I really didn't like it. So I ended
Mm.
up going vegan, and I'm happy. I'm happy I did. I love it.
Wow, that's pretty
It can be
dope.
difficult sometimes with like, a lot of places don't offer vegan options. So it's difficult that way. It's kind of annoying. Like, oh, you have to always be ready or know where you're going. Like you have to prepare your own food. But besides that, I love it. I feel real good about it.
Wow. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I did pescatarian for 6 months.
Hmm.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start slow. I'm gonna go, pescatarian, then be vegetarian. That's my goal, right? Like little by little, leave the animals, right? That's the goal, right? So I did it for 6 months, and I was like, all right, man, I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what to make. I'm getting like my body was kind of like, and I lived at my by myself at the time, so I didn't know what else to cook, and I was just like, yo,
Hard. You
it's
have to be
hard.
so creative, and you have to have the time and the passion, or else it's really hard. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to go completely vegan. Like, just put in more plant-based stuff. Do your research slowly. It took me a while to do the transition. It wasn't like, one day I went completely
Yeah.
vegan. It was a process.
Damn. Well, I'm proud of you, girl, because you passed my record. Because I went 6 6. I gotta have that burger. I can't. And I was just like, man, I just love food. Like, and here's the thing too. Like for me, I got like 4 jobs. I sleep like hours a day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a hustler. Like, girl, I don't play
That's
games.
good. I remember working 4 jobs before.
And so imagine like I get home from my day job, then I gotta go to my other job. Then by the time I get home, it's like so late. It's like about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I still cooking for me because I like to put music and I start dancing by myself. I I start flipping the pan. It takes like an hour because if you want to, I like to use the oven because I feel like it's just fresh, just for me, and it doesn't make the most. It's not very messy compared to the pan, and you're just using the top stove. It just gets so greasy everywhere. So I don't like that, and it's a lot of cleaning. So that's what I do, and that takes time. So it's just so much. But honestly, like if I have more time, which I will, the time is coming. I think I could do it. One in mind to try
More
something
options
different.
now. For fast food, there's a lot more options now.
That's true, but that's more money coming out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I just saying like,
Pretty pricey.
because like here's my quote, and I'm glad you said that. There's a quote that my mom told me. I never forget this. She said, "David, there's two types of people. When people work, they either spend their whole check for food, like going out, or they save it for something special, right? Which is like maybe buying a house or something big. Because
Yeah,
a lot of my family members, they eat out in the break all the time. They'll get Chipotle the next day Chick-fil-A, next day, like, and they're just spending. So for me, I have it like on Sunday, which is sometimes my day off. I all my food for the week. So I have pasta Monday, Tuesday. I'm gonna make it nice
that's the way
food.
to do it.
You know what I'm saying, girl? I'm creative too. I try, right? That's my only day I can make it squishing. Got my quinoa with tofu. Making a little different. The next day, next
You like that
beans.
quinoa too?
Oh yeah, girl, I could throw down. I could throw down. See. See, my thing is, I always say this, man. I feel like being Latino, you expect the women to do all the work, right, in the house and stuff like that. But I
Mhm.
think it's nice if the man too could cook.
Yes, it is.
Right?
It's
Just
very.
saying. Cause I feel like it's nice when you wake up from bed and there's dinner or breakfast ready for you. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel special. Like I feel like I can eat good, and I'm not gonna make no freaking quesadilla. That's it. Here you go, girl. I pull out thought into it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm gonna throw it down. If I'm gonna throw it down, I'm gonna throw it down. And I feel like the way I look at it, and I think young people should see this too, is that you should prepare yourself for that person that you're gonna be, like your special, whatever you want to call soulmate, or the person you're gonna marry. This is the time being single to actually prepare yourself for that person. So that's why I'm doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cooking, I'm making sure I'm staying fit, because if I get bigger and bigger more, I can't tie my shoe. You know what I'm saying? How, like, I feel bad. I'm like, can't. You know what I'm saying? It's
That
it's
is very important. You don't want to be tripping everywhere.
No, for real, for real. Like I can say this. My cousin got married to a beautiful Asian woman. She's very beautiful. She looks like a model. My cousin got so big, so dated her and got married. He just, yeah. And he got so big, girl. It's so sad, but he can't tie his shoes no more. And he'll be like, babe, like he'll be screaming, can you tie my shoe? Because I can't. And I'm like, bro, that's so embarrassing. Like, bro, for real. And he literally, his girl ties his shoe because he can't reach it. He's like, babe, I
Sounds,
can't.
sounds like a little made up story.
No, for real, it's true. It's a true story. Yeah, for real. I wish I was like, if you were to see him, he'd be going, and he won't get it. And I'm like, bro, come on, man, you can do this. He said, nah, bro, I can't. Like, it's too far. And yeah, because I'm telling you, girl, sometimes when people get together and one of the person, they either lose themselves and they just start eating and eating. And because I remember me, I ain't gonna lie, when I was in the relationship a while back, um I ate so much because I wanted to impress the girl and, like, hey, let's go eat. And then I started noticing I don't want to work out. And then I was just like, damn, I'm kind of, and I got to watch out. See, my mom, she looking out. She be like, look, me, you eat too much because our family's so big. And if you get big, you're going to get bigger than all. And she's right.
Yeah, no, some people have those genes, so you have to be careful.
Yeah. That's why I gotta do at least something, like either open the fridge back and forth, because I'm using the motion. I'm using my hand motion, you know what I'm saying? So I should be good, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, that burns so much calories. It burns like 1,000 calories every swing. So just keep going at it.
Yeah, and then switch hands, because what you do on one side, I gotta do it to the other. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm so happy I got to share that story. But but real quick, this is last question. So last question I want to ask you is, any last advice you can give to young people on acting?
Yes. You have to figure out if it's what you really, really, truly love and want to do, because it's so difficult and you have to have so much commitment and you're going to be broke a lot of times in the beginning. Yeah, so start taking classes and see if it's what you really love. Start taking classes, network with people, get yourself out there, create your own content, because that helped me a lot. When I was creating my own content, I was booking a lot of gigs because people were seeing my work, and that's how I've been referred to other gigs as well, you know. um so yeah, if you really love it, if you are really passionate about it, you're going to stick to it no matter what. I've taken my breaks, but I've always come back to it, and I'm not going to give up, because it's my passion. It's what I love, and I can't live without it because it's my therapy. And when you have to do auditions and all of that, it's so much work. You have to buy the equipment, because now everything is via, you have to tape your own audition and send it off. You have to buy your equipment. You have to get everything ready. You have to do your own hair and makeup. You have to memorize lines. And you're not getting paid for any of that. None of it. And most of the auditions that you do, you're not going to get booked for them. So you're doing a lot of unpaid work. It's a lot of time. So you have to love it. You have to fall in love with the journey, fall in love with the process. And that's how you know if it's for you.
Oh, I loved it. That was great, girl. Well, well, guys, this is the outlet to reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago. Don't forget, guys, to like, share, comment, subscribe. Chit. We are in every Tuesday. Also, you guys can follow me on IG, the outlet to reality, Snapchat, take one, pass it, and TikTok at Yaakov28. And Azusena, where can our fans find you?
You can find me. All of my social medias are Azusena Saray. I know it's kind of long. AZUSENA SARAY. Azusena Saray. IG, Facebook, TikTok, all of it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Peace.
you.